Whenever you're down, out in the cold, faithless and dark, your story's untold. Come take my hand and walk there with me. I know a place where we can be free. There is a light shining for you, guiding your way, helping you through. And shadows and gloom are all that you see. We'll find a place where we can be free. From the mountain top down to the deepest valley, hear a voice calling you. It's the rising sun shining in the darkest alley. Can't you see you will be free? I have been far, I have been wide, searching for peace, somewhere to hide. Now I am free, open and pure, fearless and babe, I am secure. There is no dark that can't be lit. We'll find a way if we just commit. We are one. There is no them and us. Together we're strong. Together we're free. From the mountain top down to the deepest valley, hear a voice calling you. It's the rising sun shining in the darkest alley. Can't you see you will be free? Can't you see you will be free? You will be free.
Allow yourself the space for only peace. Peace is where you eternally live. Where is peace needed? Go there now. Resistance to peace can always be cleared by choosing to clear it with your presence. Your presence is what enables your life to move forward. Your presence is peace. Allow yourself to now focus even deeper on bringing peace's presence where you need it most. You will always find what you desire through your inner exploration. In exploring peace within, you enable expansion. Expansion within manifests a life lived in harmony with all that you are and all that you desire. You are one with God and all of God's creations. In accepting your oneness with God, you are accepting peace and love to lead your reality. You can now choose to allow yourself to relax into this acceptance. You are divine, and you will be revealed in your divinity through the awareness God brings you in your eternal pursuit of peace. May you forever choose to allow God to lead you perfectly on your ascension path home to Him. Take another moment here to allow yourself to connect to the peace that you have attained in this meditation. If there is anything that needs to be released or moved through, feel greater layers of peace, you can do that now. Thank you, and namaste.
Hi everyone, my name is Danny,
My name is Christina.
and we are bringing you today's card reading for today's service.
Yes, and we are using the Whispers of Love deck by Angela Hartfield. We pulled 3 cards today. Would you like to show them the cards?
Yes, sure. So the first card is Look to your inner strength. You are stronger than you realize. And it's card number 11. It's a very beautiful card. So this month of March, astrologically speaking, is the only month this year where all planets are in direct motion. None are in retrograde. So
It's a good thing. No Mercury retrograde this
Yeah.
year. Or in this month. This
This
month.
This month.
Yeah.
And what that really is meaning is there is a lot of forward movement, energetically speaking. So with this first card of Look to your inner strength, there's a big forward momentum this month, and you are strong. You can handle your forward momentum and what God is communicating to you, what God is encouraging you to do, kind of maybe pushing you to do in your life, for your life purpose and your twin flame journey.
Yeah, like what I've been feeling is like, you know, March, I think 20th is also the spring equinox and also the start of Aries season. But we've been like cultivating and like sowing a lot of seeds throughout the winter. And so what I feel is that with spring, the energy is starting to kind of pick back up, and you're going to start seeing like the fruits of your effort. And also it's about implementing what you've been learning throughout the past few months. Like for us with a forward momentum, we've been called to put into practice the lessons that we've learned with self-discipline, choosing to plan, and that kind of thing.
Yes, being very focused and driven in our life purposes.
I feel like the past few months we have all been going through a lot of strengthening, and you have cultivated strength, and so you're stronger than you realize. And it's also the purpose of the spiritual journey is to be constantly growing in strength and your spiritual strength. And you can always look to that and, you know, rely on it, and just be empowered and know that that you create your reality, and there's nothing that you're not in control of. I mean, obviously, like, you're not in control of like the world, but like in your own reality, you can take command, you can take power. And Jeff and Shaleia just released a new video last week, and they said that, you know, if you don't take control of your life, someone else will. So it's just about choosing to be strong and take command.
Yeah. Acknowledge your strengths. Acknowledge the strength that you have, because you are strong.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so the next card is Like attracts like. If you long for more love, be more loving. It's a very pretty card. It is number 2.
Partnership and union.
Yes.
That's cool. So, yeah, that card to me feels like partnering with the divine, partnering the divine with your union, and also knowing that everything that you desire is just a vibrational alignment. You just have to tune yourself to it. And so anything that you desire, give that to yourself. And Jeff and Shaleia have said that anytime you feel, oh shoot, what was the quote? It was like, anytime you feel lack, it's an invitation or an indicator to give yourself love there.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you feel like there's something that you don't have, something that's not there, you can love yourself and know that you are being perfectly supported on your journey and that God has given you everything that you need. And all you have to do is take the steps forward to manifest what you desire. And yeah, giving yourself the love that you need, because love is all that we need.
Yeah. And just to reiterate what you said, like what's really coming through is embodying your desires. And yeah, it's very juicy to do that.
Yeah, what do you mean by like embodying your desires?
Yeah, so it's really just like like there is this one quote. It doesn't go exactly like this, but it's something like this. It says like you are not separate from love, you're just removing all of the barriers to love.
Oh yeah, the Rumi quote.
Yeah, it's like a Rumi quote.
Like don't, oh shoot.
Yeah.
Don't search for love, but break down the illusions or barriers. I'm so sorry, we've butchered this, but
yes, but you get the
essence,
you get the essence of it. It's the same thing with your desires, right? And love.
Yeah.
All of that. It's simply removing the barriers to your desire that's naturally meant for you. And so by removing the barriers, using the tools and purifying your consciousness and healing your upsets with the mirror exercise, you embody your desire and then it manifests. Mm-hmm. And it just feels really in alignment with this month and all of the forward momentum. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So get after it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay, the third card is be in the present and dream of the future, which is really, really juicy to me. When we dream, everything is possible. I love this card. Yeah, it's really, really beautiful.
It's the number 40, which is simplified as 4, which is about foundation, which is cool.
Yeah. And to me, this card is just very inspirational and beautiful and really to the same essence of what we've been communicating with the other cards is really just your desires really are meant for you. There's a lot of forward momentum. There's a lot of support for you at this time to move forward, to sow your seeds, to, harvest what has been growing.
Yeah, it's like chop wood, carry water essence in that card. Like being in the present. And also it's reminding me of a TFAS class where I was just watching the other day where Jeff was guiding a student to be in the present and to like enjoy what she has now and to realize that things are good now and that there's nowhere that you have to be. Like you don't have to be somewhere else. You don't have to try to go anywhere else. There's like nowhere else to go but where you are right now. And Jeff said like, do you ever just sit on the grass and like look up at the clouds and just like watch the clouds go by? And it was just, I don't know, it was just like a nice moment of knowing that even though you're chopping wood and carrying water, it doesn't have to be like a hurry or like a hustle.
Or trying to get somewhere.
It's about,
which is kind of contrary to what I just said. But at the same time, it's not. Like it's two sides of the same coin.
Yeah, it's about like having goals and dreaming of the future, knowing that the future has great things in store, but also knowing that everything that you desire is here as well. It's like not outside of you. And yeah, the whole purpose is just to feel joyful and at peace now. There's not more joy in the future. That's what ego tells you, that like it's outside of you. It's gonna come later.
Right.
But it doesn't come later.
Right. You're like, you cultivate your desires by embodying them in the present. So therefore, it's not about chasing something, getting something on the outside or in the future. It is about cultivating it within you in the present.
Yeah.
That is how you manifest it. So that I think
that was like a clarification card from God.
Yeah, definitely. Cool.
Yeah, cool. So yeah, we'll show you the cards again. Oh, okay. Thank you. So yeah, look to your inner strength. Like attracts like. And be in the present and dream of the future. And yeah, it's funny, this girl's just like looking up at the sky, just like watching the clouds go by. Cool.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for joining us with today's card reading, and enjoy the rest of service.
Thank you.
Thanks. Namaste.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for Sunday service. And I am Kanisha. I get the privilege of introducing Jose and Michaela and their sermon on how to break free from burnout. And I really enjoyed the sermon. It reminded me on how important it is to have a balance in support and investing in yourself as you pursue your life purpose. I find that when we are pursuing our life purpose and we're not completely investing in ourselves and supporting ourselves and filling up our own cup, that we can really start to build resentment, and a lot of just frustration will occur. A lot of contrast will come up. And so their sermon reminded me on how truly important it is to support myself in any way that I need and that I feel guided to. And one of the things that I have been noticing myself in the last few months was how I would invest in myself with certain things like TFAS and LPC, but that I wasn't always using and implementing the tools that I had invested in, and how important that is. That's part of your support. And so as I pursue my life purpose and I start to feel a block or feel like things aren't flowing very well, I always check in and feel into what I need. And sometimes that's having to go to a class or doing a meditation by Jeff and Shaleia, and really just filling up my cup, giving myself what I need. As I do that, things start to just flow again and move in the direction that God needs them to. But the support is really crucial, and that comes down to what you're feeding your body, what you're feeding your mind, how you are you working out and taking care of your body physically? Are you getting enough sleep? What are the things that you are doing to really support and invest in yourself? And understanding that that is the foundation really to creating a healthy lifestyle and to be able to live the life that you desire. As I pursue my life purpose, I've been guided to moonlight. And at first it was a hard transition for me because I would go to work and I would do all the things that I would need to do, and then I would come home and I'd be exhausted and didn't want to work on my life purpose and do the things that I needed to help build that. And so I had to really sit with myself and get clear on why that was happening. And I realized that I was trying to pull from my own energy to be able to do my 9-to-5 job instead of calling on God and asking for Him to move through me so that I could complete my job as efficient as possible. And so, as I started to recognize throughout my workday when I was getting tired or sluggish, I would just go within and give myself all of the love that I needed. I would call on God and His energy. And I remember Shaleia saying this in, I want to say it's the first lesson of Romance Attraction course, where she said that she didn't have the energy and she realized, like, I have a God, like I can call on God and ask for Him to help with that and just move through me. And as I started practicing that, I realized within like almost, if not instantly, within 5 minutes, that it's like my energy has been replenished and I'm able to move and go throughout my day without having to go grab that extra cup of coffee or whatever it is. It's really going within and understanding that my source is God and that everything I need is with Him. And so He helps me move through those days of feeling really just heavy and tired, usually just because I'm trying to pull from my own energy. So, as I've done that and have chosen to go deeper into my life purpose, I found that I have more energy when I come home to be able to focus on my life purpose and really do the things that I need to be able to grow it and to expand it. Because I don't desire to work a 9 to 5 the rest of my life. I desire to do my life purpose and to really do what God has called me to do in my lifetime. And the other thing that I recognized was how I support myself with the foods that I eat and making sure that I get some type of physical exercise, workout, whether it's dance or movement, whatever it is. It just requires me to just get up and move my body, because that's how my energy is going to be able to move any stagnancy within myself. And so I really just have learned to communicate with myself and go within and get clear on what it is that I need and to really fill up my cup. Sometimes you have to fill up your cup multiple times a day, but it's really being in tune with yourself and getting clear on what your heart is calling for you at that moment. I do find that sometimes I can be at work and feeling like I have hit a wall. And so I will take 5 to 10 minutes to do a meditation and to just really center myself again and to get clear on what I need, but really supporting myself and giving myself all of the love and all of the comfort and nurturing that I need in that moment. And always going back to my TFAS and LPC classes, life purpose class, has been such a huge help on how to really balance moonlighting and pursuing your life purpose, and then also balancing all the other aspects of your life. And for me, being a mom, I've really had to learn how to ground into a foundation that supports me and my family. One of the things that Jeff has guided me to do recently is letting go of lower vibrational tasks and then being able to delegate other things to other people and really focusing on loving completely my responsibilities and moving forward in that space. And as I've done that, things have really shifted for me and I feel all of my energy coming back to me and feeling like I'm accomplishing more in the last few weeks than I probably have in the last few months. And so it's really just getting clear on your priorities and knowing that you're always doing it with God. He's never going to not support you, but it is your responsibility to claim that support and then to utilize that support that you have, and knowing that you are worthy of having everything that you desire. So I'm really looking forward to seeing what you guys take from this, and hoping that it really helps you move forward in grounding a deeper foundation in your life purpose and really claiming all of your support and really utilizing the investments that you make, and then also investing right back to yourself, because as you invest into yourself, that it allows you to give more back, and it's just always that flow of giving and receiving. There's no separation there. So I would love to introduce Jose and Michaela.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another Church of Union Sunday service. I'm Jose.
I'm Michaela, and let's get started with our opening ohms and our opening prayer. You can follow along mentally or aloud.
I am the only child of God, forever part of Him. I am created by Him in perfection, and there I always remain. My mind is my sanctuary, where I keep His holy creation sacred. I will only allow in His voice. I will only accept His word.
Today I will hear the word of God. I surrender myself to His teachings through His divine channel. I will honor what He has spoken and accept it as His will. I will be obedient to His word, for this is my salvation. In
Christ's name, Amen.
So today we want to talk about something really, important to our journey, which is about filling up your cup first and putting yourself and your relationship with God 1st to fill your inner well so that you can live your life purpose work and express yourself through your purpose from an overflowing place. And this is the opposite of what is taught in the world about career. And so something that Jeff and Shaleia teach through Life Purpose class is how to transcend the world, which is, you work, and then retire. And then by the time you retire, you're completely burnt out, so it's like healing retirement consciousness is the focus of today's sermon, basically, creating a purpose and a life of abundance energetically, and that's how you create real spiritual wealth. It's not just financial. And I think that's something we've been learning, is that it doesn't really matter how much money you have. Like, if you don't feel like, if you're not putting God first, then it's going to be empty. And that's why you can see, like, even though there are rich people in the world, they're not really happy, so
Yeah, so we want to speak about it because what we want to share today is that wealth is not only money, is the energy that you have, is how are you feeling inside, is your life in general, and how important it is to really fill your cup when you are working, because at the end of the day, you cannot avoid work, and you are going to have a career if you choose to live your life purpose, and you want that career to feel good. You don't want a career that you are a slave. You want to really work because you like it, and you are feeling good, feeling like you want to really grow, to expand, to really really develop something that matters to you. And you must do that in a balanced way. Because sometimes you can, I remember in a class Jeff said, like, your life purpose can call you a lot, but
it will call you, like, you can give it anything you want.
Exactly.
To it,
Exactly. You can take everything that you give to it, but you must do it in a balanced way.
Yeah, like, you have to set the boundaries.
Exactly.
Otherwise, we've been learning that one. Like, you've got to set the boundaries with the work that you will do, because you have to you're responsible for your balance.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
God will never ask you to burn out. Like, God will never ask you to give more than you're able to give, to the point that it doesn't feel good to you. Like, it's always supposed to feel balanced. You were in the middle, sorry.
Yeah, no, that was perfect. Yeah, so this is something that we have been learning a lot, because we have been focusing really, like, a lot since we came together into harmonious union in our life purpose, and to really master our energy and our career. And we encountered this, and you cannot avoid the lesson of balance, and it's so important, and we hear a lot about it, because it's not what society teaches you, what we learned when we were young, and we uprooted a lot of patterns and a lot of blocks around basically that consciousness that we were mentioning before, of burning out,
retirement, doing too much to the point that you imbalance yourself.
You work a lot, you don't enjoy the work because you are burning out, and then when you finish, you didn't enjoy the process, and
what's life for?
What's life for if you are not enjoying? Why are you living your life purpose if you are not happy or if you are not enjoying it? And what we learn is that it can be a simple choice. If something is feeling bad in your life purpose, look at it. Let's get clear on what it is, because it is always a block. You are going to find challenges living your life purpose. Sometimes maybe you don't feel that passionate, or you feel like tired, or you feel like something is not flowing. That's totally normal. And you encounter it a lot of times sometimes if you are really like working through the blocks.
Yeah. Something that Jeff and Shaleia share, I think this is like almost like a life purpose class type reference sermon.
Yeah.
But something that Jeff and Shaleia share in life purpose class is that life purpose and living your purpose is not like the easy way out of working. Like it's not like the get rich quick type it's not like a scam like that. Like it requires just as much work as like any career would. But the difference is that it's your purpose. Like it's something that's deeply meaningful to you and actually matters to you as a soul. Like it's what you're really passionate about, rather than you're just exchanging your time and your energy and your life force for a paycheck. Like you're actually doing what you're meant to do and what matters. And what Jeff and Shaleia share also in life purpose class is that passion for what you're doing is uncovered. Like you may start living your purpose and the same blocks will come up, as they would any job or career that you may, or maybe like past experience. But when you clear the blocks, it's just like with your twin flame. When you clear the blocks, you realize that it's perfect for you. And it's literally everything that you could ever desire. And you can express yourself so perfectly through it. And so like it's okay to keep going, like passion is something that I feel like in the beginning of our journey, when we first got together, we were motivated by like survival, in the beginning, I guess. Like we just wanted to heal poverty. We wanted our own apartment. We wanted to live together. We wanted to, to just like heal our finances, basically. And throughout that journey of experiencing the contrast of, poverty, we uncovered something even more than we were expecting, which was passion for what we are doing and like deep love and meaning in what we're doing. And I think that's one of the riches of your life purpose, and how that really like that meaning really fills your cup and inspires you and motivates you to keep going. So you're no longer motivated by like retirement, one day. You're motivated because you receive so much joy and meaning in giving your gift, which is life purpose class summarized, giving your gift.
I remember for us at the beginning, when we came together, we had nothing, basically. We didn't have a stable place to live. We didn't have really that much income. We didn't have support. We had support in this community, but not other
physical support.
Physical support. We didn't have anything. And that really gave us contrast of, oh my God, my union needs a lot of space. And support to grow. If I want to expand here, I need a lot of emotional support, because I remember we were moving through a lot. After coming together, we were moving through a lot of blocks and upheaval and things, and we were like, oh my God, we need support. And we didn't have it at the moment. And we realized that I need to build that myself. Like I need to do it myself if I want to have this support. And I remember realizing, oh my God, my life is supposed to feel good. I know that it's natural for me to be supported. It feels like the more natural thing. But you need to build it, and sometimes from the ground up, and that's okay. I remember at the beginning, our life purpose was full of challenges. We were kind of new doing it. We were
just getting to know each other,
getting to know what we do best, learning a lot, and the same blocks keep coming up for us, and we were moving through them one step at a time.
Doing it. We didn't know what would happen.
Exactly. Just having
we just
faith.
Did the work. Jeff and Shaleia's work, the mirror exercise, healing our upsets with our life.
And we keep moving forward. And the more we were loving ourselves, the more we were having that support reflected outside. And the more support that we were manifesting out gave us more energy to give even more. And I remember that's when we started to find passion in what we do.
seeing it grow.
Exactly, seeing it grow and seeing that it gives to me, and
that people were impacted, like that our gift
Mhm.
was received.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, I remember at the beginning the vlog is like, maybe we don't make a difference or it's not important, but your gift is important to God. And you never know what you are touching with your life purpose, with your gift. You don't know what is changing really in the world. Maybe you don't see it
Yeah,
yet.
you have no idea who
You don't have any
impact.
idea on who are you impacting right now by doing what you are doing.
Yeah.
Even the smallest act of kindness or of love to another, that is huge. That is very important in someone's lives. And sometimes you don't see that happening, but it's happening.
Yeah, and that's I remember Jeff and Shaleia have said this. I don't know where, but I read it in a comment or somewhere that like one of the biggest lies that the ego tells you is that your gift doesn't matter or your part is not important, because it's so important, no matter what it is you're called to do. Like if you're called to, I don't know, just love someone through your gift, whatever you're passionate about, it's because people want to receive that gift. Someone is calling for it, and someone's life will be changed. Even if you don't think that it's a big deal. Like something that I think about is like, what if Jeff and Shaleia never shared what they knew about twin flames? Like they're two people, but they changed like hundreds, if not thousands, of people's lives at this point. And Jeff and Shaleia just two people. Created all of this. And so that really shows you how powerful just one person is. If one person can spark so much change, one union, like everybody has that level of importance in whatever it is they're called to do. And maybe it's not on the same level as someone else, but like your piece is so important.
And everyone working together is so powerful.
Yeah, and when you don't give your gift, then the world is a sadder place. Like your gift is really important.
Yeah, so that is something that really motivated us to really keep going. Like, the more we were enjoying our life purpose, the more it was growing. And that was key. It's like, enjoy what you're doing.
Yeah, and we were meeting people who we loved. It's really amazing to create these relationships based on purpose. And to like know that what you're doing is like, it's really changing someone, whatever your purpose is, like it's meant to change their life in some little way, So yeah, and that like coming into that meaning, I feel like develops such an inner drive to share. And I feel like that's the key really to having an eternal abundance of energy and like being intrinsically motivated to live your purpose. And yeah, it's like the passion of it, the meaning of it. It's, for compassion, for people that you want to share your gift.
Yeah. And that's why it's important to really be filled inside, because you have a lot to share. And the world is not shared if you are not.
Yeah,
because you cannot give your gift. You cannot give anything if you are empty inside.
And taking from yourself.
This is something that we notice, that every time you do it, it feels very bad. And you feel drained.
The people feel bad.
And the people feel bad. Everyone feels bad. No one feels good when you're feeling bad. So it's important to you to really give to yourself first, and to really give your gift to yourself too. You are also important in there.
Yeah, like something that we've worked on since the very beginning is supporting ourselves properly, because like you said, when I got here to Spain, when we first came together, we did not have that much support. Like we were in a very small room in a student flat with 5 other Italians, roommates that you had that were loud, and they were partying. They were, college kids, and
we were upheaving and working.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
And like you had a pillow that was like very thin, and it was just one pillow, and I was like, oh my god, like I miss my pillows, and you didn't have very much like snack food or any like comfort, and I remember just being like, wow, this is difficult. Like I need coffee, like you didn't have coffee. I mean, you started a diet, but anyway, it was, but like that was right off the bat a big lesson for us. And ever since then, because I left behind tons of stuff when I moved here, because I fit everything that I had in one suitcase, you know, and I did as much as I could, but I had to leave behind a lot of like belongings and comforts and things. So we had to rebuild completely from scratch. And the same for you when we left your families and we moved into our new place.
Another suitcase.
Like a suitcase for you, suitcase for me, and a few other things. And we've been building since then. And every time we've invested into ourselves, you know, and this is what Jeff and Shaleia teach in the 4 business models class. This is the model where you live your purpose, and whatever you receive, you invest it into yourself. And we learned through contrast that you need to invest in yourself. You know, if you really, like, it's not an option, you know, taking care of yourself, and that you matter. You're very important. And if you don't feel loved and nurtured and supported, then you're not going to be able to love and nurture and support another in whatever way you're called. And so I feel like our journey has been us consistently ascending in this space, you know, ascending our vibration of our home. And now we're in the nicest apartment ever for us, you know. It's like the best apartment we've had to date. And that was not always the case, but we noticed it because we're so much more supported here. We're making more money than ever, and it's been that way, you know.
Because we have more energy.
Yeah, we have more energy, and I feel like what we've really been grounding into the last couple of months is, you know, this lesson, you know, because I feel like in some ways we were burning the midnight oil at our old apartment. It's how Jeff and Shaleia explained like their experience in the ghetto. Like, they were really motivated to move out, and so they burned the midnight oil. So I think we've been like replenishing ourselves from that, you know, and just investing in little things, you know, like. And I noticed the other day that our home started to feel more like home. Like I started to, like, and we haven't felt that really.
Not in the last apartment.
Yeah, not in the last apartment. Didn't really feel like home, but we're both starting to really ground. And I noticed, like, I feel more inspired within my heart when I feel, you know, like my inner creative well is filling up. And you can only fill up your creative well by being with God, you know, and putting your connection with God first and supporting yourself.
Yeah, now it feels very good to work, and we have a place that really is giving to us. And it wasn't the case, like she said, but we built to that. It was difficult and it was very challenging to move through the contrast and to move through the other vibration of the last places that we were in. Very small, not supportive, all of this stuff, but it's important to keep going. Like, get up, vibe up, and heal everything that is presented. I remember when we were in the last place, it was very bad. I remember our coach told us, like, well, you chose the fast track for this, huh?
Yeah,
I was
Laurentiu. Thank you, Laurentiu. He told us that. Yeah, he was like, well, you know, you wanted the fast track to your perfect home, so
there you
were
go.
Just like, you know, and we, you know, I remember, it was, we don't have to get too much into detail, but like, it was challenging for us, but there's something that Jeff said in a class that, like, when your surroundings are harassing you, you're very motivated to get out of there, you know, and so,
but I think that experience, like, showed us that you want support and that you want to really ascend all of your environment, every detail of it, so you can really grow more and feel more comfortable and feel more peaceful, I guess, feel more like at home, nurture, so you can really nurture what matters to you, and you are primary there.
And when you're living any type of life, you know, like, everyone is meant to be creative in their purpose, and so like, that does come from, you know, going within yourself and connecting to God and giving, when you're living your purpose. Like, there's a whole life purpose class on this. Like, you don't give your own emotional energy, you give God's, you know, and learning how to connect with God is important.
Yeah, that is very important, and to really let God show you how to do that and how to build your energy and how to give God's energy through you to your life purpose, because that is when it flourishes. Looking back, I cannot understand the amount of work we did in that in that place.
Such a contrasting environment.
Such contrasting, but it was God through us, moving us forward. And the only thing that you need to have is the willingness to move through it and to move forward, even if you don't see the way yet.
And not to judge where you started, you know, like, you can, accept where you are and know that it's perfect, and wherever you are at, you can provide love and value to others, and you don't have to be a perfectionist about it. You can just start with where you are, and that's enough, and you're going to naturally grow and evolve over time, because in life purpose class talks about this too. Don't be, if you're being a perfectionist, then it's going to prevent you from ever starting. Like if you're so focused on how it looks, how you look, where you are, and comparing yourself to where you would like to be in the future, you won't really feel motivated to start. And so it's really important to just have radical self-acceptance and don't worry about the external things so much. Just focus on the gift that you want to give and on extending your love to others and being inspired by that and being inspired by the God moving through you.
And just fix one thing at a time. Like there is no rush, there is no reason to feel, oh my god, I want that, I'm so far away. So that's very depressing for you because you feel like very far away from it. But it's like, no, okay, I want that.
Happiness is in the now.
Happiness is now. Let's start moving through whatever it is, making little changes, healing whatever is arising. I remember for us, when we were in there, we couldn't see a way forward. But every little detail, like, we improve here, or we supported ourselves with this little things really give to you and really get you to the next level. And when you are investing with God, surrender how you invest your money to God and surrender how it's going to like to God, because we didn't expect the order of things.
No.
Like at our, it's a festival in Spain, sorry for the noise. And it's important to let God show you what to invest into and what is going to be the better investment for you and your life purpose, and trust it, because I know that for us we had resistance sometimes. God was pointing like, you need this, you need to give to yourself here. We were like, maybe not now, or but every time we did it, we were so supported.
And you always receive like what you invested back,
exactly,
multiplied, because God doesn't want you to be unsupported. And it's not about like the money or the things, it's about the support that you give yourself. It's like you're loving yourself in this way, you're giving yourself more God in this external way to support you.
Yeah.
So it's safe to create a life for yourself that feels really good to you. There's no need to burn the midnight oil or sacrifice yourself or starve yourself or any of that. You want to always give to yourself and invest in yourself because you are your greatest asset. And so when you really invest into yourself, you'll notice that you're always acting from a place of peace and desire to express yourself, and from love instead of fear or lack or control or I don't know, motivated by contrast. And it's okay to experience contrast, but we've been learning that investing in yourself is the way.
Yeah, at some point you do it out of love. Like your growth is so peaceful. You do it because you want to just get closer to God. And that gets into your work. Like everything you do is to get closer to God. How can I extend my life? How can I extend my value, my work, my everything in my life?
Yeah, and love the people more that you're meant to love. And how can you increase that? And it's always with loving yourself more.
Yeah.
And supporting yourself more and growing. The last point that I want to make is that there's a life purpose class again. I watched yesterday where Jeff and Shaleia were talking about how their accountant was looking at the growth of their business and was like, wow, this is not sustainable. This is a massive, and Jeff and Shaleia said, yeah, it's not sustainable if we don't grow. It's our growth and our investment into ourselves that makes this sustainable. And I feel like we've experienced that with our income trends too, is like it grows and then we have to grow with it, we have to expand. And that's one piece of advice that Jeff gave us once in a personal session, is that you'll look at your life and you'll feel the perimeter in all the areas of your life. And you'll know all the places that you want to grow, and you'll start to notice, like, I can't invest more in my health without taking from my sleep or my relationships. And he said, like, the only way that you can have it all is just to grow, and don't take from one place to give to yourself in another place.
Yeah.
Because that causes burnout, and that's an imbalance. And that's not what Jeff and Shaleia teach. They teach you should have it all. And sometimes that means you start in a different, one place and you focus there, and then you grow and then you expand. But yeah, you shouldn't take from yourself in any way. You always should give to yourself.
Yeah, and the better you get at it, the more things you can focus into, the more you can expand, the more you can really refine what you are doing, and that is a good life. It's fun.
Yeah, where it feels good and you invest in your joy and your joy overflows into what you're doing. And so you just feel really good. And that's the goal.
Yep.
So I feel complete.
Me too.
Yeah. So please join us for the closing prayer and the closing alms.
Father, I accept your word into my heart. I will honor your will in my life and will follow you without hesitation anywhere you ask. I know you guide me into your heart where I belong. I accept that you are everywhere and your teaching is in all things. God, I know you provide me clarity in this teaching of union, that I may be forever in union with you.
I accept that you are in me as you are in my brother. I will not deny my brother your word and will share your teaching with him in any way you ask and only as you ask. For when I share my salvation with him, I fully claim my salvation and return to you with him. In Christ's name, Amen. Speaking this prayer in your heart means that you have accepted that you are on the path of awakening to your true divine nature. This is what it means to be a unionist. Follow the teachings of union with God wherever you find them and purify your consciousness into perfect union with your Creator. Thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you in the next sermon.
Namaste. Bye.
Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much, Jose and Michaela, for that beautiful sermon. What I took away from today was just the importance of mastering the inner work and the mirror exercise, and that there is no obstacle or challenge too big for the mirror exercise and for God. And so to really remember that you're always doing it with God and that you're always going to be fully supported, that all you have to do is really recognize the spaces that are calling for love and that are calling for your attention and nurturing, and to just give that to yourself. Really support yourself in every way. I have personally gotten the opportunity to see Michaela's journey from the very beginning when she started Twin Flame Ascension School all the way to where she is now, which is married and in harmonious union with her twin flame, living her life purpose with him, and them living their ultimate life together. And it's just a testimony that this work does work, and it will work for you if you choose to make it a lifestyle and implement doing the inner work and implementing the mirror exercise anytime anything comes up, because you're meant to feel good all the time. And so it just encourages me to continue to keep persisting and pursuing what it is that I desire and really claiming that for myself. And I love being able to watch their journey and them sharing their wisdom with us and their insights, and they also turning around and giving that back to everyone by being ascension coaches and sharing this work with those who desire to be in harmonious union with their twin flame. So I'm just so proud of how far they have come, and again, it just reminds me to continue to invest and support myself, because that is where I'm headed to, is in having harmonious union with my twin flame and living our life purpose together. And everyone is meant to have that. You were created with your twin flame and to live your life purpose with them. So continue to just commit to supporting yourself in every way and deepening your spiritual practice with the mirror exercise and really implementing this and making it a lifestyle. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's sermon as much as I did, and I would love to invite you to check out our website at unionism.org for the past Sunday sermons and music and past card readings. And there you can also donate and contribute to the Church of Union's message to the world. And please join us for After Church Tea Time, where you'll find a beautiful panel of unionists discussing their takeaways from today's sermon. Thank you so much for joining us again, and I hope you have an amazing week, and we will see you soon.